What's up, YouTube? Today is 27th of October 2018. I've been hinting around at I was going to do a video and kind of address some of the health issues that I have come upon in 2018 and especially this summer. And I think today's the day to do that video. So about 7 years ago, I was diagnosed as type 2 diabetic. And I took it pretty seriously in the beginning. I improved my A1C and worked closely with my doctor and all that and medication, and things went okay for a few years, and then I guess I kind of allowed that to slip a couple of times. I got back on track, but in 2018 I guess I just kind of let that go and decided that maybe the medication was good enough, but I soon found out that wasn't the case. Medication isn't good enough. You've got to take care of yourself and make better choices, and I was not doing that for most of the year. My wife and I then planned a cruise for this July 2018. July 22nd, I think our cruise date was. So we were pretty excited to go on a cruise and to Alaska and for a week and have a good time. And you know, it's just pretty darn hard to make good choices food-wise on a cruise like that. A couple of days before we went on this cruise, I started to get some back pain, and I'm certainly no stranger to back pain, but this was back pain I had not experienced before. And it didn't feel like muscles necessarily, but you know, I do a lot of heavy lifting and stuff and speakers and stuff around the shop, so it didn't surprise me that I had a little bit of back pain. So driving from our town here in Oregon to Seattle to catch our cruise ship was a little bit uncomfortable driving. And then we were in Seattle actually for a couple days and then got on our cruise ship. Things just got a little bit worse day after day, and on the boat, you know, I was really having a hard time sleeping at night, and it was just getting worse every day. I really didn't know what to do. So along about maybe day 3, we were introduced to a seminar that they were going to do, and believe it or not, they had an acupuncturist on the cruise ship. And to get some business, you know, they has this little seminar a few times. And we attended the seminar, and I told my wife, I really have nothing to lose. It was, I think it was like $200, and he'll do acupuncture. So I went ahead and made the appointment because I was to the point where I was very uncomfortable. I had to do something. I was buying, you know, small containers of ibuprofen and stuff on the boat, and maybe helped a little bit, but it was nighttime that I had more issues with pain. During the day, in the morning, I could kind of stretch it out, and then during the day it would kind of go away. But then at night it would come back. I'd have a tough time sleeping. So I had my acupuncture appointment and on the ship, and the acupuncture guy, Asian, he said, okay, explain your pain. So I did. I said, I really don't know where it's coming from. I said, but I also have issues with pain in my neck. But I've had that for a long time. I haven't had a charmed life. I've had many major crashes, motorcycles, cars, and race cars. And I've ended up with at least 3 known concussions in my many years. And for that I have, you know, persistent neck pain, and I used to get migraines a lot. That's much better now. And so he did acupuncture for my back and for my neck. Unfortunately, whatever he did for the back really didn't take, but then again, we really didn't know what we were fighting here either. So fast forward, you know, I made it through the cruise, very uncomfortable. It sure, you know, it took a lot away from our enjoying our cruise. I spent a little bit of extra time during the day just laying down trying to make my back pain go away. So that was unfortunate, but as the cruise ended and we get back to our normal lives, the back pain became more and more and more. Well, I had an appointment for my physical that I had made, which was quite a few months later than I should have had it, but that was one of my, I just kind of put it off kind of things, as I did so many things that I shouldn't have done by not eating properly, making good decisions, and then pushing off my physical. So I had my wife call and get my physical within a week instead of waiting another 2 months, so I could see my doctor. He didn't have many suggestions for me. He subscribed some pain medication and physical therapy, and that was brutal. Physical therapy. I asked and I've gone through physical therapy for other things before with very negative results because they don't know what they're trying to treat. And I asked this physical therapist right off the bat, I said, okay, you've seen, they did some x-rays and stuff. You've seen the x-rays. What are you treating me for? I want to know before we start this because I've had some bad experiences. I said, well, it looks like maybe your back, your spine is tight and where the nerves come out and stuff, they're maybe being pinched and stuff. So we're going to try to open up some space in your back. Well, after 2 appointments, I went from really bad to worse, and I started going back to immediate care. I was getting referrals to everything. I think I had a total of 6 doctors, a pain specialist, and a neurologist look at me. All of them didn't really do anything for me. It was just a waste of time. They all prescribed different pain medications, of which none of them touched the pain that I had. By then, I was in so much pain at night that I could not sleep. I went for a solid month with an average of less than 2 hours of sleep, and I went 5 days, 2 pair of days consecutive with 0 sleep. If you've ever gone night after night with just a couple hours of sleep and then went 2 days in a row with no sleep, that's a tough one. And getting through work every day and making a 30-40 minute commute every day, pretty damn tough. But I did make it through that. But when my numbers came back from my physical, things started to become clear to me. My A1C was at 11.4. If you don't really know what that is, you should be below 7. 11.4, so I was told, is like a blood sugar average of 300. And normal should be an average of like 100 or maybe a little above. If you're diabetic, it's going to be a little more than that. If you're not, then maybe it's a little below 100. But even at 300, doctors start getting very concerned about heart attacks and strokes. But if I averaged 300, and an A1C is a 90-day average because it stays in your body 90 days. So for 90 days, I went an average at A1C at 300, which means like on the cruise ship, I was peaking at 500 or 600, and that is stroke territory. I guess I feel sort of fortunate that I had not died in the process of going, blood sugar levels in the stratosphere. And I'd done it for so long that my conclusion after seeing all these doctors, it really didn't come up with. They didn't put everything together, but the neurologist had told me something. He says, well, when your body goes through major changes internally, it triggers some crazy things with your nerves, and that's when it clicked to me of what really happened. I didn't lift something bad to cause my back pain. it wasn't muscles or skeletal, it was nerves, and we had suspected that all the time, but it was triggered through extreme high blood sugar, and that was my conclusion because no doctor has ever told me that yet, but I know now that's what it was. So along this time, my doctor, when I had my physical, man, your blood sugar is, way too high. The next thing you're going to do is see a diabetic specialist to get me back on track. So I immediately started making better choices, obviously, and saw my diabetic specialist. We're getting that dialed in, no problem. I'm checking my blood sugar regularly as I should and eating properly as I should, and that is going to be fine. But to get rid of the pain and to be able to sleep, I spend my nights just in agony. Literally, I'd spend most of my night in the bathtub because the warm, hot water would settle the nerves to the point where I could at least relax. And I would basically dry off and rush to bed and would put some icy hot for nerve pain on my back. I'd make her get up like 8 or 9 times every night. And I would try to sleep. If I could sleep before the pain come back, I could get a half an hour, maybe 45 minutes at a time. And then the pain would come back and it would wake me up. I would be back in the bathtub again, soaking, icy hot, try to get another half an hour. And that was the routine for about a month and maybe close to a month and a half. And all this time I'm like, what can I do? What can I do? Then I remembered the acupuncturist on the ship, because I never really think about it, but my neck pain was gone. Nothing, and to this day the neck pain is gone. I hadn't had a migraine associated with it since July, and here we are, the end of October. There's something to this. So then I started looking for every acupuncturist in town or it's close to us, and I called them all to get the earliest appointment that I could possibly get, and we had an acupuncturist here in town that fit me in within 2 weeks of my phone call. I'm just going to call him Will, and the first treatment that I had, the guy's not much of a talker. You just tell him where it hurts and throws you up on the table and starts banging needles in, and significant relief after the first appointment. A huge relief after the second appointment, and after the second appointment I could sleep. And I've had 5 appointments now, and I have no nerve pain. I have uncomfortableness in my back from time to time, and once in a while the nerve will hit, just like I'm being poked with a pin, but no pain associated with my back. The nerve issue has come around to my front. It's kind of centered right here, right now, but even that is dissipating. I have one more appointment with him, and actually in 2 days, and we're going to try to work on this again. But he literally saved my life. There was no way I could continue to work and drive every day and without sleeping, and to be able to sleep is huge. So I really owe everything to acupuncture. I never had it before. I never believed in it before, but man, I'm telling you, I sure believe in it now. If you've got chronic pain and you're taking pills to get rid of it, throw the pills away. Make yourself an acupuncture appointment. It's amazing. So that's kind of been my deal. So I haven't been real active doing videos and, kind of working my YouTube channel a little bit because of the pain. I could make it through a day at work, but man, I couldn't do anything else afterward. Then I came straight home and straight to bed and do the whole thing again the next day. And it would also just take a lot out of me physically. It just wore me out, dealing with that much pain for that long. But here recently, over just the last few weeks, I'm sleeping really good. I have really good days, and that I have just uncomfortableness and not pain. today is another pretty good day. I've had 3 good days in a row. This may be good day number 4. The nerve pain has it's moved around a little bit. I have some pain in my left foot. I have some pain in this finger, discomfort really. But I think it's going away. So I think all of this has taught me a lesson. I think this nerve pain issue has kept me from killing myself. It was the wake-up call that I probably needed, and I will never put myself in a situation to have that kind of pain again. It's indescribable. I've never had that kind of pain ever. I've never had that kind of pain even close. I even questioned if this was a life sentence, if I really wanted to be alive. But I'm very happy that I found acupuncture, which allowed me to improve and heal and get better. And I'm very glad that it's getting better and it's healing. So that's kind of the deal. So I'm just kind of getting back into doing the things I enjoy, making videos of the things that I enjoy working on. My projects are, they are to me what a lot of other things are to other people, but they're the thing that keeps me sane. I have a high stress kind of job, a lot of demands, and at the end of the day and at the end of the week to come in my shop and work on a project and make a video to share with all you guys and gals, that keeps me going, keeps me sane, gives me something to look forward to at the end of the week, and that's what we're going to do. So we're going to work in the shop a little bit today on some projects. We'll make another video, but I wanted to make this video and get it out so you guys see where I was coming from. A lot of people were commenting and so forth about lack of videos, or maybe videos aren't as good as they once were, and that's probably going to be the case just a little bit for a little while. I am a long ways away from being 100% healed and to have all of the energy that I once had, but it's getting there and I'm very happy for that. So I appreciate all you guys. If you're just finding this channel for the first time, check out my videos, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up if you wouldn't mind. That helps YouTube's suggest videos for other people, and that helps my channel grow. I appreciate that. We're just over 1,900 subscribers to my channel, and we're coming up on the 2-year mark. So that's pretty good. It's certainly not where I want it to be, but everything takes time, and we're just patient, and we're just cruising, and we are having fun with this, so we're gonna keep going. And I've got more projects, and Carter's got pills. So, and I work on what I want to work on. Y'all know that by now. So anyway, thanks guys again. We'll shut this video down and get her uploaded, and we'll go on and work on something fun today. Thanks guys.